All right, I took some time to to calm myself down because I was getting fucking irritated like a motherfucker. Like, I've been sitting here playing this fucking game and my nerves are kind of high, so I thought doing a video might calm me down. Nope, it made it worse because I chose to do a Big Ben video, and this shit just burns me up. And let's just move on to the fucking video before I just completely lose my shit again.
Is this a new bed we're seeing? Shannon, what do you make?
And see, alright. Alright. Look, this is the fucking problem. This chick, I don't know what the fuck her name is. Is that Julie or whatever the fuck her name is? Alright. This is the problem. The media keeps thinking that Big Ben is this big person and he's this kind soul and he's this good guy, and he's not. And they look at Antonio Brown, who wears all those stupid, ridiculous fucking haircuts. This nigga bleached his mustache, and they look at him like he's a goddamn clown because of the way he acts. Even though Antonio Brown, I believe, is in the fucking right. But the way he acts makes people not like him, and makes people want to say, you know what, that dude is the issue. Even though Big Ben is really the fucking problem. Big Ben and Mike Tomlin and Antonio Brown's antics defeats the purpose of any of this shit. It defeats any of this, the purpose of any of this stuff because of the way he acts. Even though that little asshole right there with the number 7 jersey on is the fucking that dude is the devil. And if he's not the devil, he's at least a sociopath, which is, there's levels to this shit, but he's a fucking sociopath at least, man.
Of this.
First of all, Ben needs to let this go. Skip, Ben is...
Shannon, I'm begging you, man. Listen, channel your inner receiver, man. Channel your inner receiver. If this was you.
Like, Ben is like a guy that's in a relationship. And the relationship ends. Maybe he says great things behind closed doors, but he's not always the best in public.
Okay.
And the lady says, I'm done with this. And she leaves. Okay, now Ben is having remorse. He's trying to call her. Well, I tried to call her, but she won't answer any of my texts or phone call. She doesn't want to talk to you because you've hurt her. Antonio doesn't want to talk to you because he feels you've hurt him. You said if I offended him. So you being openly and blatantly critical of him on your radio show, you don't think that offended him?
Alright, I'm going to take Shannon Sharp's analogy and I'm going to kind of flip it on his head. It's like one of those chicks, right, that she seems like a nice girl, right, and you seem to be having a good time for a long time. You seem to be having a good time, and she seems to be bringing the best out of you that you see. But then the more you get to know her, the more time you spend with her, you notice all these red fucking flags. But you're not perfect yourself, so you tolerate it. You try your best to make the best out of the situation. So then y'all have a falling out. And y'all at y'all rope, you move on with your life. And she says all this evil shit to you to piss you off, to get you the fuck out the house. Because in her mind, you're not going to go nowhere. In her mind, you can't do better than her. In her mind, if you leave her, you will fail. And she will thrive without you. That's what she's hoping that's in your mind to give you doubts about leaving. So then when you decide to fucking leave, when you decide to commit to moving the fuck on, now she start having all these second fucking thoughts because you might have been, honestly, the best unstable relationship she's ever been in. Ben just strikes me as a chick who's extremely unstable, but people don't realize it because of the way she looks. And I'm not talking about Big Ben looks for anybody that doesn't understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way he plays. Big Ben is a great quarterback, future Hall of Famer. This dude was great from the word go. And like I said, it's not that Ben can't play and I don't like him because of that. No, it's because he's a snake. And you could tell who the snakes are see, to these players, the media, especially the manipulative ones, the media is their best friend. But the problem with the media is it catches both sides whether you want them to or not. Like, you may put one image out there, but it captures every fucking image. The more you put yourself in front of the camera, it has the more eyes are on you, and it sees everything you do, and it tells on you. Seriously, it's like if a wall had, if the walls could talk. That old saying. If that shit was true, that's the media. Like it's not your friend. And these manipulative motherfuckers like Big Ben, LeBron James, they think it's their friend. That's why I didn't get the whole Kyrie thing, man, because I knew he was doing it to try to make something happen, to prove a point. It's not your friend. The media is not your friend. It is seriously designed to make you fail, because if you fail, they have something to talk about. And now that Ben realized that all his manipulative tactics done wore the fuck out, he's on his way out the door. His best target since he's been playing is gone. It's downhill from here, man. Because I don't, as good of a kid as I believe Juju to be, I don't think Juju can hold the candle to Antonio Brown. At least not now. I'm not gonna say this kid will never. I said at least not now.
Let it go. You said just the other day, all you could do is worry about and be the best leader you could for the guys that's in your locker room.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown is no longer in your locker room. So why do you feel the need to keep mentioning him? Tell the media, say, guys, look, I know it's a great story. I know it's great.
It's like that chick. It's like that chick that I just said. You spend a whole lot of time with her. You finally start to see what she's about. You try to move on with your life. She gets with another dude. She doesn't want that nigga because I'm telling you, she was the best thing that ever happened to you. I've seen so many women that ruin so many good relationships because they can't stop their conniving ways and they blame everything on them. And then once the guy gets fed up with that shit, moves on to somebody that they like just as much. Fucking buyer's remorse. That's pretty much what it is. You bought yourself this unhappy time, and now you're fucking regretting it. Now that they moved on. See, negative energy needs negative energy to survive. And Big Ben seems like one of those just negative guys who just, I don't know, he's just snake, man. And people call Kevin Durant a snake. Kevin Durant is not a snake. Big Ben is a fucking snake.
Talking points. But AB is no longer here. I wish him all the best. We had a magical 8-9 year run. It's hard to say that any quarterback, wide receiver duo was any better than what we were. I wish AB all the best. But now I'm moving forward. I got to make sure Juju, got to make sure James Washington, Vance McDonald, and all the Eli Rogers. I got to just make sure these guys.
All the names you just said, the only one that I'm even optimistic about is Juju. That's it. Everybody got so hyped up about Vance McDonald, man. Vance McDonald was nothing more than a flash in the pan. That's it. That's all he was. He wasn't no more than that. Flash in the pan. That's it. That's why Big Ben is upset. And he's trying to put on that face like, I'm trying. I'm a bigger person. We had issues. I'm trying to squash it. I'm trying to move on from that. But he doesn't want to move on from that. So look at me like I'm the good guy. That's all this is, man. Fucking sociopath. He doesn't give a fuck about Antonio Brown. I'm pretty sure when he calls Antonio Brown, if he even calls him, he's hoping he doesn't pick the fuck up.
This team is ready to play because we missed a playoff under my watch. And that's not good.
Not good.
So I'm not going to continue to bring this up about AB because there's nothing good. Skip time. I guess over time, AB will say, you know what? Maybe I could have handled this situation a little better, but I didn't. Both of these guys are at fault. But now is not the time to get all, I thought we were good. Nah, you're not going to be good if you keep on blatantly, openly being critical of teammates in public. No, you're not going to be good. AB don't believe you guys are good. I mean, I think, it's like a girl give you numbers. When I was growing up, the girl give you a number.
You sure have a lot of relationship now. You seem like obsessed with these.
Because this is something, because everybody's going through this. Skip.
Is it because you've struggled with these relationships?
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm talking, how you know I ain't booed up right now?
You could be booed up. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I have no idea.
But anyway, give you the number, Skip.
Okay.
She call one time. You call her. You call her. She don't call you back. You call again. She doesn't call you back. Text her. She doesn't text you back.
Why the fucking all these analogies pertaining to relationships is Shannon Sharp referring to Antonio Brown as a she? Like, what the fuck is up with that?
What's she trying to tell you?
I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, Ben. It ain't that hard.
Okay, but I don't.
Not all the time, man. See, and this is the thing with women. They're complicated, man, but they're not hard to fucking understand. All right? And the only reason why they're complicated is in the realm of their own mind. They believe they're complicated. They like being a fucking mystery, even though most of the time they're not. It's not hard to deal with most of these women. Look, if you're calling a woman and she doesn't pick up, there's plenty of reasons why she's not picking up. On one of those reasons, although she could not want to talk to you, another reason could be she's just playing a fucking long game. I mean, if you really want somebody to want you and they already want you as it is, you dry them out. You hold back. It's just like a holdout. You know, you make them want you even more, man. But to run the risk of that, man, I don't know, man. But fuck all that. Look, man. Antonio Brown needs to take responsibility for some of the things that happened in this situation. Like, I was talking to this girl and I was explaining to her because she was feeling all bad about her life and all this other shit and dealing with her relationships and her family and her friends and all this other stuff. And I was explaining to her, look, never take more on your shoulders than you deserve to take. Everybody in every situation has some blame to play in bad situations, and nobody deserves to take more than their fair share of that blame. Antonio Brown we're not splitting this shit down the middle. All right, Antonio Brown at the worst is just a product of the culture in that locker room, and you got to look to Mike Tomlin for that. And it's funny how you're saying Big Ben and Antonio Brown, but you're not mentioning Mike Tomlin, and this is the problem, man. This is the fucking problem, and this is why the situation in Pittsburgh will never fix. It will never fix. It will stay the same. It will be fucked up. And then, you know, shit, Juju might turn into Antonio Brown. Who knows? But I don't know, man. I'm done with this. I don't even want to hear what the fuck Skip thinks, man. Because at this point, Skip is just going off of some... fuck it. Look, I'm not watching what Skip has to say. I really don't give a fuck. But I really wanted to get Shannon's take because he's a former receiver, man. And although he puts on this rambunctious, energetic attitude all the time, where he's cracking jokes and laughing, unless you're talking shit about LeBron James, and then he got to go into his bag. But, you know, how does a receiver like this handle a situation like that with a quarterback that completely slanders your name in the news? But that's it. All right.